Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I really want to start talking about the 1-year anniversary of Creative Content Lab. So if you're new here and maybe you're not a member or maybe you haven't heard of the Creative Content Lab, but it is actually my membership where I teach people how to grow and scale their social media business through creative content. Really quickly and without boring you to death, the Creative Content Lab is my membership where I literally give all of my business secrets on how I grew my social media agency. And I literally am giving you anything and everything from my systems to how I create content in Canva, all of the above. But this video is not a big pitch and promo for the Creative Content Lab, although I would love for you to join. I want to talk to you guys about what this year has looked like for my membership and as a business owner, what it has done for me and what I have given back to others. So when I first launched Creative Content Lab over Black Friday weekend last year, it was my first dive into digital products. And the reason why I chose a membership and why I would recommend it to any business owner is that I didn't have to have a fully built out product. I didn't have to have everything ready and complete like you would for a course. Sometimes a course takes 6 months to a year to create. With a membership, I just kind of put stuff together, built the portal, and then as people joined the membership and as we continued in the membership, I was able to create the content, the modules, and really tailor the experience to the members and not just build this course that nobody's going to get any value out of. And along with the membership type model, I was able to give like a really cool lifetime access pass during that promotion week. And then it has now turned into anybody that joins, it is passive income for me every single month because it is a reoccurring subscription charge as long as you stay a member. And while I can preach about memberships all day to business owners, the really cool thing that I've loved and will also be kind of transforming over this next year with the Creative Content Lab is that I was able to really give very specific modules and teachings and downloads and anything else my students needed. I was able to customize it to them, and it also didn't waste my time where I thought it'd be really cool to do this kind of module and they weren't even thinking about it. Meanwhile, they needed help with hashtags or they needed help with this. And I was able to specifically create things that met their needs. And along the way, I would not only have these pre-recorded modules that people can learn from and have downloads from, like Google spreadsheets to my Airtable templates, things like that. I also would do monthly Q&As. And along the way, I was also able to start bringing in guest experts on things that I'm just not an expert in, such as like hiring and accounting and other things that are relevant to us as social media business owners, but I had no room to speak on. And so not only are my students learning how to grow and scale their social media business through creative content, they are also able to learn how to grow their business and develop their business through other professionals and in other aspects that are important to business. Which kind of leads me into my next point. With this membership, it is so niche and so specialized, and I really do provide a niche level of content and specific value to a very specific person. I have learned over this course, and hopefully over this course of a year, and hopefully this is something you can take away as well, is that you don't need to be the expert in everything. You don't need to teach everything that you know in order to have a successful product, a successful membership, a successful course. I've literally drilled down into one aspect of my business, and then obviously through the guest experts, it helps round out this membership. But I've drilled down so much that I was able to really teach things that I loved, that I knew that my students needed, and it kind of helped me overcome my imposter syndrome. And it's like, while I've been doing this for a long time and I've, put certain strategies and practices into place and have the proof for it, imposter syndrome always does come up. And the thing with it is I was able to, again, drill down and transform other people's businesses, other people's social media businesses by teaching the things that I know and I love. And you can do the same too. You don't have to know everything to provide impact and value to others. And along with this membership, again, if you can take anything away from potentially creating your first digital product to creating your own membership, is that while yes, the modules and the teachings are important, what's more important is that aspect of community, of those like-minded people. I absolutely love the conversations that go on in my Facebook group, over the next year as I relaunch Creative Content Lab around this 1 year mark. I'm going to really vamp up the community aspect, because while most of the core modules are built out, and yes, I'll continue to have guest experts, I'm going to start introducing things like co-working, virtual co-working, holding each other accountable, making sure there's more threads in the Facebook group, and making sure that my community members feel like they are seen and heard and are getting their questions asked, and that they just have somebody else to relate to that are going through the same thing as them, because I think that's the most important aspect of this. And I could obviously go into the nitty-gritty details of all the technology I've learned, all of the business practices that I've learned, what I'm going to try and shift for next year, but that could be a whole series of videos. And while hopefully this journey of mine can inspire you to create your own digital products, your own membership, I do want to leave you with this. And while yes, it did take some prep work, a couple months of really launching and gearing up for the Creative Content Lab, I didn't have everything perfect in place. I, at the time, didn't really have a team in place to help me with that. I had a team to help me with client work. I did most of it on my own with the help of my operations manager, but that was it. I really did just kind of dive head first. It wasn't perfect. We are now going through the process of refining it and trying to make it a little bit more perfect. It'll never be there. But really do just dive in and start to put out products and content that people will love. And just one little quick promo, don't forget the launch of Creative Content Lab is coming up, so make sure you head to my Instagram account, _creativeco, to learn more details about this special little promotion that I'm gonna be running, and I hope to see you guys inside of the lab. And as always, if you have comments, questions, leave them down below and I'll make sure to answer them. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week.